Very nice. Good thing to have discovered this. And again, we're not going to be able to just freely loot everything they have, clearly, because they have a lot of stuff just laying around. So we'll go ahead and leave these Imperials alone.
Let's hear it.
I know there's a whole storyline you can do with the Empire and the Imperial Legion and the Imperial Cult and all that kind of stuff. Don't think I'm going to be doing it. I've never really been much of an Imperialist in the Elder Scrolls. Ah, is this chokeweed? Yes, it is. Ah, sadly, there is no chokeweed there. I can't remember what chokeweed does. Another restore fatigue. There we go. Okay. Caldera Balmora, this way. Right. It's getting pretty dark. 8 p.m. already. Ah, Balmora. Nice little obelisk type of... Well, not really. Is it an obelisk if it has a triangular base? I don't think so. Not sure. Interesting. I wonder what the word would be for a triangular-based obelisk. Oh, so this must be Balmora. Yes, of course. This is Balmora. That's what the little signpost told us about. And I guess if we had taken this Silt Strider from Seydanin, we would have arrived here on that platform. Okay, it's a very nice little town. Oh, I love that sound effect that the Silt Striders do. Just gets the nostalgia ticking from back in the day. I think that's potentially one of the most iconic sounds of Morrowind. Yep. 100%. Hello, Argonian. Hul. You're a new face, so what can I tell you about Balmora? I'd like to swap... I like to swap the latest rumors when there's something juicy enough to gossip about. Or maybe if you have a little secret, maybe I have one to trade. How about the latest rumors, good Argonian? The Legion champion, Larius Varro, over at Moonmoth Legion Fort, has sworn an oath to stop corruption. He hasn't had much luck going through official channels. The syndicates have got their people covered, coming and going. He'll never get anywhere working through the system. He's going to have to find someone who can get him around the system, or through the system, like straight and hard through the system. Your journal has been updated. I guess Larius Varro would potentially want to speak to me. Although again, don't really know if I'm going to be doing anything for the Legion. Right, do you have any advice? If you're heading into the back country, always carry a couple of Restore Health, Restore Fatigue, Cure Disease, and Cure Blight potions with you. That's right. I should be carrying around some Cure Blight. Although I don't think at this low level you can even run into anything that has Blight disease. I think you know, everything that you run into that's sort of a generic NPC that you can kill, like a rat or a guar or a Quama Forager, they all have a chance later on in the levels, I think, to become a disease, for example, a diseased rat, or then a blighted rat, etc. But I don't think they appear until about probably level 5, I would assume. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Anyway, how about a little secret? Do you have a little secret to tell me, Hool? Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. Solid advice. Ah, yes, but I need to know how to get to the Southwall Corner Club. I believe that's where I had to find Port to Caius. Yes. I should ask him Balmora at the corner club called South Wall. Does that mean Caius is at the South Wall? Let's check. South Wall. South Wall is a working-class corner club in Balmora, east of Odai River, on the south end of Labor Street, owned by Bakola Closius. He's the owner and proprietor of Southwall, a working-class Balmora corner club east of the Odai River. Right. Well, we are west of the Odai River, so I guess the Southwall Corner Club is somewhere east of this river. Okay, alright, fair enough. But Balmora allows us to just go ahead and loot the hell out of it, much like Pelagiad Village, which is wonderful news because you can always find a good couple of things around here. We'll do a quick once-over. Council Club. I guess Council Club is not... Yes, it's not South Wall, because we are still west
make it quick.
of the Odai River, so we won't be dealing with anyone here. And up there we have this Silt Strider.
Where would you like to go?
Who can take us to Aldrun, back to Seydanin, Suran, or Vivek. Ah, we can travel to Vivek from Balmora. That's nice. I guess it is relatively close. Yeah, somewhat-ish. Good to hear. Good stuff in crates. Not fond of taking large Kwama eggs because they weigh you down a lot, but if anything, we can just sell them to whoever is willing to buy. Dralasa Nithrion. Okay, so we've got a pawnbroker here who could potentially buy some stuff from us, basically. Or better said. Have I looted these crates? No. And we've got Ravir, a trader. It sounds like a Khajiit name. Are you a Khajiit? You should be with a name like Rav. Yes, you are. You are a Khajiit.
Why do you approach?
Why? Oh, did I? I did, didn't I? I left my moon sugar and skooma back at Ariel's trade house. And Khajiit traders tend to buy skooma and moon sugar. And those are pretty expensive items. I could probably take all of Ravir's 600 gold off him with a couple of skoomas and moon sugars, so I'm definitely going to have to probably pay to go travel on the Silt Strider and pick up those items off the floor of Ariel's trade house in Seydanin. And as a matter of fact, I think I might go ahead and do that right now so I don't forget. Because if there's one thing I tend to do a lot in these Elder Scrolls games is forget a lot of stuff that I have pending or need to do. Good thing is that the world of Morrowind, or the game of Morrowind, the province of Vardenfell, is so rich in things to do that it almost doesn't really matter. But here we are back in Seydanin. And the absolutely wonderful thing about this game, which I believe, unlike...
time now.
I don't know Oblivion, but definitely unlike Skyrim, but I think also unlike Oblivion, is that this game is 100% persistent in that whatever you put anywhere, or any corpse that you kill, any item you put in a chest or box or whatever, stays exactly where it is. So right here, we've still got our skooma and our moon sugar. And I think after Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls games stopped being like that. I think corpses disappeared on their own after a while, items disappeared on their own after a while, but in Morrowind, whatever you put or leave anywhere stays there for the entire duration of the entire game, which is absolutely magnificent. I wish more games were like that. Adversely, that's also why you have to dispose of corpses every time you kill something.
Where would you like to go?
Because if you don't, you eventually end up with a game where you've just got about 15,000 corpses dotted around the landscape, and I don't know about nowadays with modern day computers, but back in the day, it would cause your game to crash quite often. So you had to go around disposing of corpses every time you killed something. I've looted all this already. Right, Ravir. Would you like to purchase my skooma from me? If I sell both of those, that's already up to 409. I feel like I could milk a little bit more from you. And I'm probably going to be selling a lot of skooma to you in the future. So how about I persuade you to like me a little bit better with, say, 100 gold. Very nice. That takes us up to 50. Now what does that go up to? 435. Alright. So we're not making the 100 gold back that we bribed you with, but that is going to pay off in the future, that you like us a little bit better. Right, and how much moon sugar could I give you to take all that 600 off of you? Or, let's do 2 more. 565. One more takes us up to 586. That's good enough. Can I get 2 more coins from you? 588. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And slowly over time, just from the simple fact that we are conducting business with Ravir, he's going to like us slightly better every time. So we're up to 51 instead of 50. And thankfully, with the Morrowind code patch, this is actually persistent now. He will always be at 51 or more. Whereas in the base game, without the Morrowind code patch, it resets, I think, every, 24 hours or something like that. So he's at 51 now, and if I come back in a day, it would drop back down to 50. With purchasing reputation. Anything you do to persuade them would persist, but purchasing reputations would reset without the Morrowind code patch.
You wish to speak?
No, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Let's keep on our way. I wouldn't mind your set of armor. Hlalu guard. Ah, right, that's right. This is Hlalu territory. We were told by the scout alone at the top of Ariel's trade house that this is the, was it the council seat of House Hlalu? Ooh. Well now, Heartbite Ring. That is a pretty potent thing. If you manage to get on the upper end of that 10 to 50 points, that's a massive amount of damage. We could potentially use that if we're up against
your luck.
a
You're
tough
on your
foe. Hello, Hedfield. You look like a Nord. Welcome to Balmora, council seat of House Hlalu. How can I serve you? I already know where the south wall is, but do you have any better information? It's a working class corner club? No, the exact same information. Okay. What's your background? I am Hedfield Barbarian. Right. Don't know many barbarians that would just freely admit to being a barbarian. Especially since barbarians historically don't call themselves that. Very strange person. 24 weight for that iron axe. No, I don't think so. I'm being very weighed down, and mostly by just all the ingredients I'm carrying around. But we have a solution for that. We have a solution for that right here. This is the Mages Guild, and this is the Fighters Guild. We are going to be joining these two guilds. Join the Mages Guild first. Hello, Rannis, Athris.
I'm waiting.
Right. Are you looking for me? You want to join the Mages Guild? I do. I do want to join the Mages Guild. Yes, you look like the sort that we could use in the Mages Guild. Will you take the Mage's Oath and join the guild? What is the Mage's Oath? Perform any duties assigned to you by the masters of the guild. Learn from them and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with other guild members. Never strike or steal from another guild member. Does this appeal to you? Yes, I would like very much to join the Mages Guild. Right, you are now a member. Hi, I'd like to join your guild. Sure, why not? Welcome, Associate. When you are ready, you can ask me for duties to perform, and once you are ready, you can ask me about advancement in the guild. How do I advance? You meet our requirements, but you have not yet completed the duties expected of an apprentice. Aha, so I do meet the requirements. The good thing is, in your stats screen, you can always see what the requirements are for the next rank. So I would need 30 intelligence, 30 willpower, which I have, and at least one of those favorited skills at 10, and I have plenty of them at 10. Actually, just 2. Alchemy and Mysticism. I don't know, Destruction as well, because I'm a Dark Elf. That's right. I do have 20 Destruction. Yes. 5 at the start, 5 from specializing in magic, and 10 for my racial. Right, 20 Destruction. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you about my duties in a little bit. But first, more importantly, got the Mages Guild supply chest, which has a Scroll of Almsevi Intervention, which anytime we use it will transport us to the closest Dunmer Temple. Coincidentally, we have one right here in Balmora. Common Disease Scrolls. And Divine Intervention, I think, takes us to the closest Imperial Cult Temple, or something like that. Then we've got all these Fortify Willpower Potions. Lesser Soul Gems. I'll be having those. Thank you very much. And I'll take all of this in a little bit when I unburden myself. But what is most important for now is down here, where we have all these nice mages that we can do things for and talk to, but more importantly, this closet, which is locked, but that shouldn't be a problem for us because we've got really good security skill, and I don't know if I need to be a higher rank within the Mages Guild, but I should, let me just drop a save here, I should be able to pick that lock, take everything out of it without them caring because I am technically a part of the Mages Guild, and then unload a bunch of stuff in there to lighten my burdens. Here we go, unlocked. We'll take all of that out. Yep, nobody cares. And we will have this be our reagent deposit for the time being. Especially because all of these mushrooms are very weighty. Violet Caprinus, half a kilogram, just one of them. And I have 32. 16 kilograms I've been carrying around just of Violet Caprinus. Oh wait, that was just bread. I don't know how much fatigue that restores. Is that even an ingredient? Can I use, for instance, can I use bread with large kwama eggs to create a restore fatigue potion? Yes, I can. Wow. Okay. Oh, we'll just do that. Try to get... Sadly, nothing. No, we didn't get anything with that. No, 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 no. There we go. Couple of decent restore... Where'd they go? Restore fatigue, restore fatigue. Alright, so we were able to get, I think, 2 out of that in total. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Right, so all our ingredients in here, and we're going to be able to put a lot in here. Unlike, I don't know, again, I don't remember if Oblivion had this or not, because it's been a very long time since I played Oblivion, but in Skyrim, every sort of container had basically just an unlimited space that you could put stuff into. In Morrowind, that is not so. Everything has a finite space, except for corpses, which we will be experimenting with at a later point in time. But this closet, for instance, only has a finite space. I don't know what that space is, but if I'm just putting ingredients into here, I will be able to put a lot of them. So we're not going to be running out of space anytime soon. Might as well put some soul gems in there as well. Things I don't necessarily just want to be carting around with me all over the place. Let's go ahead and pick up all this stuff too, because I'm going to want to use this table. Just put my mortar and pestle right there, and again, that's going to stay there indefinitely, which is very nice. And no, everything else I believe I want to either get rid of, keep, or sell. Yes, so we won't be putting anything else anywhere. Anyway.
Can we hurry this along?
Yes, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to all these Mages Guild members. Estir-Dalin. Greetings, citizen. I'm Estir-Dalin. Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Halalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you? Ah, you are the Spellmaker. Good, good. Yes, we're going to be needing to use you in a little bit. I'm going to need a bit more money, though, to craft some spells, or make spells. And what would you potentially be able to train me in? Destruction, alteration, and illusion. Good. And what spells do you have for sale? Fire Bite, that's pretty decent. Somewhat cheap. Could potentially purchase Fire Bite and Frostbite. Bound Longbow, Helm, Dagger Boots. Yes, I think I will purchase these. I will purchase Firebite and Frostbite. So we now know the fire damage and frost damage spells, so we can eventually make different types of fire or frost damage spells. Where instead of touch, we can have them be for a target, burn spells over a specific amount of time, etc. The reason I got both is because eventually I might run into, perhaps a Dunmer who is as resistant to fire as I am, where I'm going to want to use frost. So, good to have a variety of things. Who are you? Arain Dren. You're a new face. What can I tell you about Balmora? I like to swap the latest rumors when there's something juicy enough to gossip about, or maybe if you have a little secret, maybe I have one to trade. Right, I'm pretty sure that's what the Argonian told us at the entrance to Balmora. What could you potentially train me in? Destruction, mysticism, and alteration. Okay. And you've got... oh. Water walking and water breathing. 50 gold. I will take that off of you. Yes, I will pay for that. Not necessarily gonna buy on Ducey's open door because I'm gonna want to try to do as much security as possible and lockpicking and whatnot. Levitate, sadly, is incredibly expensive, and even if I were to purchase it, I doubt I would be able to cast it. Especially seeing as it costs 45 points of magicka, and I only have 40, so I would not be able to cast it even if I had the skill enough to do it. Even if it was 100% cast chance, I just don't have the magicka. So, can't cast Levitate. Got weakness spells, shield spells, very nice. Right, good to know, good to know.
Looking for something in particular?
Who are you? I'm Massalini or Massalinic?
So what's this
Is that
regarding?
an E or a C? I think that's an E. Massalini Marion. The Breton. Guild Guide. You're the person that... yes. You can teleport us to Aldrun, Vivek, Sadrith and Caldera. Very nice. Okay. And what spells do you sell? Bound Dagger, Longsword, Mace. Nice. Ooh. I might get that in case a spear breaks. Yes, I think I will. I will purchase the Bound Spear spell. I'll go ahead and get Soul Trap as well. And that's it. I don't want to get anything else from you just yet. You sadly cannot train us, though. And Ajira. What brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Oh, okay, so I get duties from you or from Ranis upstairs? I don't know, I'll have to see. Do you want the local brews or help in a fight? Some Telvanni bug musk. Well, I have a Telvanni bug musk. How about help in a fight? Could you potentially give me just some healing potions? To sell. I see. You little brat. Ajira sells potions that restore health for when you are bleeding, and potions that restore fatigue when you are weary. So you're not actually going to give us anything for free, right? Ajira does not like the Telvanni, but even Khajiit like the smell of bug musk. Try some and smell how all the women like you. How about local brews? Ajira sells Mazte, Flynn, and Sujama. They make you as strong as a Kaguti and half as smart. Puts hair on your face. Okay, and you can train us in enchant, conjuration, and alchemy. Some pretty expensive training in alchemy. And I can sell potions to you. But we're only at 49 dispositions, so maybe I do a few duties for you after I do a bit more exploring of...
You want something?
Of Balmora.
Put that there.
Master's Mortar and Pestle. I'm going to assume I can't just steal that from you. Is that something you sell? Yes. For 2,400 gold. You sell a Master's Mortar and Pestle for 2,400 gold. Righty-o. No, I'm probably going to look for a Journeyman one to replace my horrific Apprentice one, because Journeyman boosts quality by double after the Apprentice's one. The Apprentice one is a quality of basically half, 0.5, and Journeyman takes that quality up to 1, which is very nice. Master's Mortar and Pestle 1.2, and I think Grandmaster's is 1.3 or 1.4, I can't remember. We're going to have to see in the future. But sadly, Ajira does not have a Journeyman Mortar and Pestle. We're going to have to see if we can find one from someone else. Right, well, we'll be back. We might do a few duties for you. Anyone else around here that we can say hello to? Yes.